Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Nehemiah African Projects. I'm your host, Dr. Faro. Today, we are talking about investing in Nigeria. Specifically, are you investing in Nigeria? Why culture matters. Nigeria is a country with immense potential and growth opportunities, folks. From Lagos to Abuja, Nigeria is buzzing with energy. There's a lot of opportunity out there. So we want to dive into why culture matters and explore investment opportunities in real estate, farming, and even a little bit in business. And we'll have specific videos following this, diving into each one. This is kind of like an overall video. So, from a historical context, Nigeria's story is one of resilience, really, and potential. From ancient kingdoms to colonialism, Nigeria has emerged as one of Africa's largest economies. They have over 250 ethnic groups and a population of over 200 million. There's a lot of, which is a huge population, and they have a very young population as well. I always like to joke that everywhere you go, you can always find a Nigerian. So wherever you are, you can always find a Nigerian. Um, so Nigeria is very diverse and a vibrant nation. Lots of history there. From a culture context, Nigeria's culture is really built on community, respect, and entrepreneurship. For example, they like to really emphasize good character and integrity and hard work. Understanding these cultural nuances are quite key to successfully investing in Nigeria. Not saying that there aren't bad actors out there or anything like that, but their culture generally stands for a lot of those things. So, understanding, even just like the pace of business is completely different from what we're used to here in the West. We're used to probably like instant communication, clear communication, instant receipts. Maybe if you're doing a long-term huge transaction, you get your receipt same day. That might not always be the case when you're doing business or investment endeavors in Nigeria. Maybe you complete a payment and you might get a receipt maybe like a week later or something like that, or a couple of days later. And now I'm not speaking broadly generally for everybody, but just need to understand those nuances so that you don't kind of have a culture shock when investing in Nigeria. So some of the top three opportunities are real estate, farming, and also just online businesses. So from a real estate perspective, Lagos and Abuja are really the hubs. They're booming. You can consider investing in Lekki Free Trade Zone or Abuja's Central Business District. And really how to mitigate risks. One of the number one ways to mitigate risks is partnering with local developers. There's a lot of developers who are building brand new building structures, duplexes, standalone houses, or apartments. And those are a great opportunity to establish a payment plan. Again, no mortgage, interest free, and really work, and you can get a brand new property. And so a lot of times they have very flexible terms that you can work with. But also partnering with other local experts like real estate agents as well. You want to focus on high demand areas where people, like to go out for restaurants, like to go out to eat. There's a lot going on, so that you can get a quick cash flow return. You want to consider rental income in USD preferably. And so one of the major things to mitigate there is also keeping in mind currency fluctuations. Again, you might be sending, let's say you have a 12-month payment plan and you have a fixed amount that you send every month, but depending on the currency fluctuations, you always have to check the currency market rate at that time frame that you're sending your payment. So these are some of the things that you just kind of have to be used to. That are a little bit different, like if we were doing transactions just here in the US. Again, I'm speaking to the US African diaspora. You do not have to be from Nigeria to invest in Nigeria. I am a prime example, so feel free to explore. And then with farming, Nigeria has 70% of its arable land uncultivated. That means there's a lot of opportunity for people to grow, let's say, cassava, maize, and soybean production. And how to mitigate those risks. Number one is you want to use quality like seeds and modern farming techniques. But truly on top of that is partnering with local farmers and cooperatives, um, hiring a farm manager. And you'll notice in all of these opportunities, I will continue to say partnering with local experts on the ground, or experts such as like Nehemiah African Projects, who will help to bridge the gap for you in layman terms. Um, so business wise, e-commerce is really where it's at. It's a growing rapidly. There's platforms out there like Jumia and Konga that are leading the way. You want to mitigate risk by making sure you've done your market research. Like, don't assume that same buying patterns here in the US will be applicable in Nigeria. It's just not going to work. You really need to know what's going on ground. You want to partner with local businesses, things that make sense, complementary services, and that's where you're really going to see some traction. You want to diversify your investment portfolio, which is why I mentioned real estate, farming, and business, right? And I think the number one risk to manage is really sometimes just currency fluctuations and making sure you're dealing with trusted sources. Um, so we're going to dig into a little bit more specific examples in the videos to come, where we'll actually, right here on this platform, connect you with a contact, and we'll put the link in the description in a couple of videos to follow. But we just wanted to broadly talk about Nigeria, what's out there. There's so much to talk about. It's a massive country, huge population, young population, and a lot of opportunities out there. And there's a lot of misconceptions, because some people might think, well, why should I invest in Nigeria? Isn't that like really risky? Aren't they corrupt? But honestly, there's challenges in every country, every African country, every country worldwide, right? So the key thing is to go into it with a objective mindset, where you really just want to manage risks, the risks that you know, and say, hey, is my risk tolerance open to managing this type of risk or not? So while their challenges exist, many countries have successfully navigated a lot of these same issues. And it really comes down to proper research, local partnerships, and really just taking advantage of the opportunities abound. So I really encourage you to take time to act now. Feel free to, you can contact us, leave a comment. I'd love to know your comments in the description, in the comment section. And yeah, I look forward to myself, traveling to Nigeria. So yeah, lots to come there. And again, investing in areas like Lagos, or emerging satellite towns. You can partner with local folks on the ground and people here in the diaspora if it makes you more comfortable. That is where Nehemiah African Projects comes into play. So thanks for watching. Again, this is Dr. Rafaro, Nehemiah African Projects, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.